Remember kids, you've always got to stay hydrated with Sprunk Extreme from Grand Theft Auto 5, the greatest game of all time. Well, not according to Target. I'll get to that in a second. Smack that subscribe button and get a banana. G'day guys, welcome to this Thursday edition of the show where I report the latest in gaming news, and today if you enjoyed the video remember to smack the like button as always. And now let's get into our first gaming news report of the day, which is a crazy one. And it's that Target has pulled GTA 5 off of their store shelves and K-Mart has followed in the same path. Now if you live outside of Australia, this is probably not happening in your region because this is just to the Australian portion of the stores. Now the reason this has happened is due to a feminist group starting an online petition that grew up to 40,000 people, and then K-Mart and Target both decided to pull the game from their store shelf. First it was Target, and it was pretty much only Target, but then a few hours later K-Mart followed in the same footsteps. Now the really interesting thing here is that both stores have been selling the game for over a year, since September 2013. And now, just now, due to a few thousand people complaining, they decide, hey, this is the majority of our customer base and we're gonna have to pull it. But what I find really ridiculous is that they have books on their store shelves that are known as 50 Shades of Grey and other types of books similar to that. And they're completely fine with selling 50 Shades of Grey because that's for adults. You know, that whole argument where it's like, oh, this is for adults and only adults. And then when it comes to video games, even though there's an R18 sticker on it, it's like, that isn't for adults. Kid could get their hands on this and they could play it and go crazy. Well, that's exactly what has happened. Additionally, places like Target sell clothes from places like Bangladesh, where it's made in sweatshops by child laborers. Now, some parents out there may not like that the game is on store shelves, but it is R18 as I said. Now, the really interesting thing here is that the feminist group probably hasn't even played the game itself. They're just out there to complain and try to get some attention. If they actually played the game, they would know that beating up hookers and beating up females in the game isn't the only thing you can do. You can actually create a female character and beat up men. Yes, in GTA 5's online portion of the game, you can actually create a female and beat up men. Let me repeat that, you feminist freaks. Yes, you can beat up men with a female character, but you don't see us men complaining about any of that. You can take your kid to the store, and if you see GTA 5 and he wants it, you can say no, that's for 18-year-olds and over. You're 10 years old, you're not gonna play this game. That's exactly what good parenting is. Bad parenting would be to let the kid play that game if he's 10 years old. Additionally, another form of good parenting would be if you needed to go to the liquor store and your kid was with you, you take him with you, right? And then you go in there, you buy whatever beer, alcohol that you need, and then your kid's like, Mom, can I have a Jack Daniels? You're like, no, you can't have a Jack Daniels because you're 10 years old. It's the same thing with Grand Theft Auto 5. If you take the kid to the store, you're not gonna buy the game for him because he's not old enough to play it. You see my point there? It's a bit weird, but you can see the point. You don't buy a kid a game that's not made for him. You don't buy a drink for a kid that's not made for the kid. But anyway, let's get to the next piece of gaming news. And it's really awesome news because there is a PlayStation 4 that has been announced from Sony, and it's because the 20th anniversary of PlayStation looks like a PlayStation 1. Seriously, this console looks awesome. I just want to buy it. I was about to buy myself the white console, but now I'm like, oh, I kind of want this PS1 style. From what I'm hearing, this is a limited edition release console. It's going to be really hard to get your hands on it, and if you can't get your hands on the console, since it is the 20th anniversary birthday of PlayStation, there are huge sales happening online, which I'll link you guys down below, and all these games are for digital games on the PSN store. Anyway, that's it for that piece of news. Now let's get to our final piece of news of the day, and it's about Assassin's Creed and the next Assassin's Creed game, because it has been leaked. Yep, it's been leaked that the next Assassin's Creed will be set in London. It will be set in the Victorian times of London, which is going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, anyway, that is the news for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and Target, you're just ridiculous and kind of a pussy, really. Anyway, let's get to the Gorilla Man question. Thanks, Gorilla Man. Okay, guys, the question is, how old were you when you first played a violent game? And why? And have you gone crazy, really? No, you probably haven't, but that's the question. Anyway, yeah, put your answers in the comment section down below, and you can end up on the next show. But today's video, make sure you smack the like button, because I'm ChampChong, Max Australia, here, and answering my previous question.